Hey friends, it's been a lot longer than I would have hoped. I have been super busy and life has just been a lot, and so I'm actually at work right now. I've got a break between appointments, and I thought I would hop on and go live and give you an update about what's been going on, but it turns out I had not asked YouTube for permission to go live before, and it takes 24 hours to get approved. So I got everything all set up here in the office. When I say everything, I mean a stack of baskets to hold up my phone, and I grabbed my knitting. And it turns out I can go live tomorrow. But I really wanted to get something up just to kind of explain where I've been and what my plan is going forward. Basically, you guys know I went to Japan, everything was crazy, and then when I got back, I started a new job in the makerspace at my library, which is super cool. It's just meant my schedule has been a lot different than what I'm used to, and also I've been playing some video games that recently became available to me, and those have taken up a lot of my crafting time, if I'm being honest. So I've been crafting a little bit less, working more, and have just struggled to carve out time for recording a video when A, I have the house to myself, B, I've showered and my hair looks decent, and C, I actually have the energy or bandwidth to do it. So I just wanted to at least hang out and chat. I thought I would just knit and catch you guys up. I'm working on the Sarasa tee by Megumi Shinagawa. This is one of my yarns from Japan, and it actually really matches the outfit that I'm wearing today, which is pretty funny. But I've got a little bit of sort of sagey color work mixed into my cream and navy yarn ball. This has been a lot of fun to knit. It's really soft, floaty. It's going to be kind of like a crop t-shirt, I think. Raise up so I can show you. It'll stretch out and get longer once I've washed it as well, which will be really nice. I have just started alternating skeins every 2 rows because I'm getting low on my first ball of yarn, and because these are hand speckled yarns, there can be some inconsistencies between the 2 different yarn balls, so it's always helpful to alternate, which just kind of like helps blur any differences out over a larger area, so you don't have like one like medium speckles and then all of a sudden it turns into dark speckles all at once. It kind of like fades and transitions, which is helpful. I have actually recorded some other content that I haven't gotten to put together yet. I did a whole video actually using this yarn talking about knitting gauge, how to pick your yarn and your needles for a knitting project, and I'm really excited to share that. I just have not made the time to edit. And I'm disappointed, not because I feel like anyone's expecting anything in particular, but because I feel like the channel had been growing really well when I was posting consistently, and then life got busy and it's kind of just like plateaued where it was, which is fine. Like, I'm not expecting anything in particular from the growth of the channel, but I know that being more consistent was leading to more and more people finding it and more of you joining the community, so that was really cool, and I want to get back to that. So that's something I am actively trying to make a plan for, but it had just been enough days in a row of being like, maybe today I'll podcast, maybe today I'll podcast, and I don't know when I'm gonna podcast. Maybe I'll podcast tomorrow. Honestly couldn't tell you, but I got tired of putting it off, and so because I had this little bit of break here and I brought my knitting with me to the office and there's no one to talk to, I thought I'll talk to you and see how you're doing. Summer is starting here in Oklahoma. It's starting to get hot. Doesn't really affect my knitting. I tend to keep going right through the summer. yeah, I feel like I have not, I pressed really hard to get those sweaters done while I was in Japan, and then I kind of like slowed down on knitting and crafting in general. But I do have lots of things that I want to share. I can't share them right now because I'm not at home, but that's okay. Because that time will come. I'm trying to figure out the balance too between like chatty life update, showing my projects, regular knitting podcasts versus like educational tutorial explanation stuff. So if you have strong feelings either way, you're like, please don't explain things to me, I'm not interested, or you're like, I'm only here for the life updates, or I'm only here to learn things, that would be really helpful to know. I know every time I've asked, everyone's like, do all the things, which is great, and I can. I just also want to make sure that I'm explaining enough, not over explaining. Does that make sense? It's hard because it sometimes feels like a one-sided conversation, and I'm very used to like getting the feedback. So comment back to me, have the conversation. It helps a lot just to feel like I'm not speaking out into a void, you know? I very much appreciate all of the comments and engagement that I've gotten so far. It's possible that I won't even edit this video. I might just try to upload it directly because I really was trying just to like hop on a live and chat a little bit. And that's kind of the vibe I'm going for. I don't know that I have it in me to edit, and the honest truth is that last week when I came to work, I forgot my laptop. This week I brought my laptop but forgot my charger, and my laptop is dead. So that's how my brain has been lately. Is all over the place. I've been chaotic and disorganized, and I know it's a season and that it's gonna pass. It's just not how I like to be. It gets stressful after a while when you feel like you're not keeping up with the things you committed to, or you're forgetting really important things. So I'm just trying to like pull myself together, like, okay, we can do this, we can figure out a schedule that's gonna work, everything's gonna be great. And I really love the new library job. It's a lot of fun. It's just like a bigger chunk of time at work than I was used to from before. So but also because of where I'm working in the makerspace, I have access to a visual recording lab, so like a really nice camera and microphone and green screen and overhead camera and all kinds of stuff. So it might be easier to film some sort of like tutorial type things if that's something that you're interested in, like overhead shots or, I don't know, slightly more produced informational content. I could film in front of the green screen and pretend that I'm knitting on the moon. I don't know. And then video game wise, I've mostly been playing the new Zelda game, Tears of the Kingdom, which came out a couple weeks ago. And it also has crafting in it, so someone suggested that I could just stream me playing that and do crafting in the game. But it's good to have other outlets and other ways to spend my time, although when I get into something, I kind of get all in and to the neglect of other things. So like, if I'm really in a knitting project, I'm not likely to touch any of my other hobbies. If I'm really into a video game, I'm not likely to pick up knitting. And so I don't love that. I kind of wish that I could be a little bit more like even across the board. But I'm also trying not to deprive myself of rest right now in whatever way that appeals to me. So doing my best to take care of myself, take care of the things that I've said I'm gonna do, and really missing being here in this space and sharing with y'all about what I'm up to. So I really just wanted to pop in, say hi, chat for a minute while I knit, and I really hope to be back super soon with an actual edited video that is planned and prepared and all of that. But planned and prepared are not words I would use to describe myself right this second. So thank you for your grace and for being here and for the comments I know you're going to leave to help keep the conversation going. And I'll see you guys really soon. Bye.